Alright, welcome to Reso Biz, episode number 8 of the Churchwood build. A lot of stuff going on. For right now, we're getting ready to bend some binding and start prepping for the finish. Hope you enjoy the episode and stick with this. Here we go. Hi, I'm Byrl with Byrl Guitars, and welcome to Reso Biz, where everything is greater with a resonator. Alright, so I've got two pieces of curly maple. This one has some black stain. I don't know what it is, but it's got this black I don't know. It's almost like a weird part of the tree. It almost looks like bark. It's not just a spalting, but it's actually got a little bit of a gap and stuff, like I could pick it out and get my fingernail in it. So I'm avoiding that, so I can cut some off of this side, and then this was a part of it and I trimmed this off, so we probably get our binding out of this. But there's some nice curl in that. Harder to see now than whenever we can clean it up. Yeah, I think you can see that right there. So let's go ahead and get some of that out of it. What I'm doing, I'm just looking for the side that I feel like will have the nicest curl in it. I got enough binding for a few jobs if I'd like. What'll turn out though is I've got this binding cut, and then I'll be wanting something a little thicker or different, taller or something. It'll end up being used for something eventually. And then I got these wonderful little pieces left over, various sizes probably, and junky edges, but you think I'm going to throw them away? I love my scrap wood. Until I need firewood. Alright, let me get these. We gotta pick these out and then get them in a bender, and then we gotta figure out the exact size, get the router ready, get this thing in the router sled, and router sled cradle. I'm not sure what you call it for technical term, but the thing that holds it so I can put it through the router, and we'll get the channels cut for this thing. While this is heating up, choose which ones I want. Every cut, they have, well, you gotta watch it, but every cut has curl. It could fade out, but I knew it didn't in these particular pieces of wood. But every cut of the binding does not produce the same amount of curl, so I look for something that's definitely all the way through and busy. Really going to stand out well. Alright, actually I like that one better. The curl, or spray in the water, actually helps pull that curl. I got one. Let's see. I don't like that one. Pull it out, I don't know, or make it stand out, I guess I should say. And a finish does the same thing. And I water it because it steams it and keeps the wood moist, so it will bend better. On sides, I won't do it that. I won't spray that much on it because we can warp the sides all sorts of different directions. But on the binding, I'm not worried about it. Trick is though, get them so they don't overlay one another. Usually I won't crank it down so quick, but it's very flexible. So I got bend to the big side. Here we go. Set my timer. Alright, it's been a couple hours. Let's see how we're looking. Hey, that'll work. Say we got binding. Super. Alright, let's cut some channels. There we go. Alright. I got lucky, I had the right thickness set up already, which is kind of luck. I don't know if you want to call it that. It's kind of a standard thickness. I do like to use that size when I'm just doing a single binding deal. Alright. Alright, just got to clean up a little bit of the stuff hanging out, but we got our channels. Now we get the binding. So Roger talked to me on the phone the other day after seeing episode number 7 and said, "What have I done?" He was wanting the oversized wooden sound hole rings, but I wasn't buying it because I remember that episode before that we were penciling out the F holes on it. But it does sound like something I would do. I get confused when we're talking about too many different things, but we have done that in previous guitars, and I confused which they were supposed to be putting on there. But usually I asked. Anyhow, he thought he was going to get me, but he didn't. Always messing with me. got this binding, for the most part, leveled up with the body pretty good. So now we can take our neck, get it on here, and see what we got to do to adjust it to get everything just right. Just this heel cap. So our customer decided he wanted green binding on the Churchwood. And the customer gets what the customer wants. No, that's just mask. So I have reapplied from when I sanded my binding the kind of old patina look that was originally on it. And I'm also, right now, sanding it back, taking some of it off that I've applied. But also I'm sanding through some of the old patina that was on there, just to let to give it a look like the guitar has been used for quite a few years, and as it like drags across your pants or something, it wears on this rib. I think of places where it would really wear, and I'm rubbing it more. Just to lighten it up. It doesn't notice, you don't see it so much now, but once it's got the oil finish on it, it'll bring out the luster of the mahogany. And then some of these parts, all this was done from just years of collecting dust and dirt and whatever, who knows. But it'll be dark and have that blackish look. You can see where the wood will really show through, or it is showing through, but it'll really show up in the through the oil. But then we have our black stains and stuff. And then like our low spots, sand off the patina, whatever you want to call it. And every nick still holds its dark junk, so it makes the gouges and things that have happened through the years to it just stand out more. Which, that's the idea behind this one. It's old, it's rustic, distressed. And the wood has been used for years. As what completely, I don't know, but never really dobro. But to me, that's part of the beauty of this, is knowing that this guitar now is going to play music, or this wood is going to play music, but has been since the 1700s, at least 1700s. I could very easily see it being in the 1600s as a sapling. But this guitar has been growing, or this wood has been growing, and now it's sat for 100 years or more in a church. Maybe we're working on 175 years in a church or in a barn somewhere after it was out of the church, and now it's going to become a guitar and start. Well, mine sings in church again. Well, never sang before, but it's back in church. It's kind of neat. Went back to church. You can see the dark marks. They're in this, all this wood. In fact, I can take you over here. They're in all this wood all over the place, and they're just staying. Long beat up marks. And a lot of the pieces have this. It's kind of neat to be able to do a guitar where it would keep it. Yeah, that looks like it is a guitar that is hundreds of years old. And it's just now a guitar. I would like this one. Alright, end of episode number 8. Hope you enjoyed it. Special little bit extra footage I had this week, so I'm going to be bringing out a video for Tuesday at 6 o'clock. So I hope you'll tune in for that. We'll be applying the finish, and I'm just enjoying the guitar. I'm enjoying bringing out that old look to it, and it just we start putting the finish on, and it starts coming out more, and by the time we get closer to the end of the finish on the body, I'm really wanting this guitar. Anyhow, I hope you'll watch out for it. So Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. It'll be episode number 9. Thank you for watching. Hope that you'll hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, we'll see you later.